What is up, my geeks and freaks? Big Girl Geek here with a brand new Geek Chat. All right, y'all know what time it is. It's time for
Three,
Geek
two,
Out.
one.
All right, special appearance I see from my other dog, Coco, right here. Say what's up to Coco. Okay, big news hitting the comic book world this week that we must sit here, digest, and discuss. All right, so a couple stories I want to address in this Geek Chat. We'll start with something light. A recent article from Samuel L. Jackson was just released. I forget who he did this article with, but in the article, in his Samuel L. Jackson way, he says he doesn't care if people do not agree with his political views. He doesn't care if they, boycott his films. His checks have already been cashed, and he could care less. He makes it blatantly clear that he is not a fan of Trump, not a Trump supporter, and does not support any of the policies that Mr. Trump has put into place. And if you are a Trump fan, he does not care if you decide to boycott his movies based on his own political views. He says he feels that he wants his family to be able to provide for themselves and to get their own health care, because he don't need nobody calling his rich self asking for money. They as themselves should be able to afford health care. He thinks that the environment is going to waste, and Mr. Trump doesn't care about that. Pretty much he doesn't agree, like I said, with anything that Mr. Trump has been doing, and he doesn't care if the fans agree or not, because his checks for his movies has already been cashed. I thought that was such an open and honest and funny interview. Now, I'm not going to get into politics and who I agree or disagree with. I'm just saying that from his perspective, I thought that was funny, truthful, and honest. And he's absolutely right. Like, I don't think anybody is going to boycott a Samuel L. Jackson movie. And I don't think his fan base is made up of Trump supporters anyway. So I feel like it really wouldn't affect him, like he said. I mean, are people gonna not go see Captain Marvel because he's in there? Are they not gonna go see any more Avengers movies? Are they not, they went to go see his last movie, was it Glass, with Bruce Willis, that I think did fairly well, that got good reviews. I mean, he's a likable person. He's 70 years old. He's set in his ways. He's an old head. You show him respect, and that's just it. Like, I don't know. You guys go check out that interview. I saw it on Comicbook.com's website, and I think Comic Resources. A bunch of people were sharing the interview, and I thought it was hilarious. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Some other news that I wanted to discuss, keeping it lighthearted. We do now know the voice of Iago in the new live-action movie from Disney, Aladdin. We know who will be voicing Iago, and sadly, it is not Gilbert Gottfried. It is none other than Alan Tudyk. Now, if you've been following me for a little bit in my Doom Patrol, recently my Doom Patrol reviews, which I know I gotta put the other one up soon. Sorry, it's been really nice here in New Jersey lately. We had on Friday a 75-degree day in March. I'm sorry, I was enjoying my day. I was not rushing to watch Doom Patrol. I was out this weekend and I was enjoying this beautiful weather, but I will get Doom Patrol up. Speaking of Doom Patrol, if you're looking out for that. But yes, Alan Tudyk is in that, and I've said in that review, I absolutely love Alan Tudyk, which is true. I've loved him. I mean, A Knight's Tale is the earliest thing that I can remember him in. But mainly, I was introduced to him through Firefly and Serenity, which I absolutely love. And of course, he now has, I'm assuming he has a Disney contract. I mean, he was in Frozen, he was in Moana, now he's doing Aladdin. I mean, he is voicing and doing so much. He was in iRobot. I love him. I just love him. Look up Alan Tudyk, and he's in a plethora of things. So I don't mind him doing that, but I don't know how I feel about him being Iago when Gilbert Gottfried's butt is sitting right there, to my knowledge, not doing anything. I mean, come on. I mean, if you got, I don't know if they're like, look, we gave you James Earl Jones from Mufasa, and that's all you're going to get from us. So I don't know if they're like, get over it, we're moving on, whatever. But I mean, come on, there had to have been a conversation in those meetings about contacting Gilbert Gottfried for Iago. I don't know. Like, and do you think if Robin Williams was still alive, may he rest in peace, do you think he would have been the live-action genie in this movie? Or do you think they still would have went with Will Smith? What do you guys think? How do you feel about Alan Tudyk voicing Iago? I mean, I'm sure he can do it. I'm sure it's going to work out great because he's such a phenomenal actor. He went to Juilliard, for Christ's sakes. But, I mean, Gilbert Gottfried is right there. He's right there. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, another thing that I want to talk about, apparently Shazam is, that movie's coming up next month and it is getting really good reviews. Now, if you are a fan of my channel and you checked out my first initial trailer reaction to Shazam, I was not feeling it. I was not feeling the bright cape. I was not feeling the bright yellow SpongeBob yellow lightning strike on his chest. I thought the costume looked very cosplay-ish. Nothing wrong with cosplay because, hey, on my Instagram and on my social media, I do a cosplay of the day. I love cosplay. I love cosplayers. They should be really, really, truly respected. What I'm saying when I say cosplay is like an amateur cosplay, something I would do, something I would wear. Because when I cosplay, it's horrible. Not to the level, because some of these cosplayers, they have movie quality costumes, don't get me wrong. But I don't, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like it is DC. It didn't feel like when I first saw it, DC level quality costume with a whole costume department, a whole costume, crew behind the movie. That's what I mean when I say that. No disrespect to cosplayers, please, please. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. So I don't know, I really wasn't feeling it, but it's getting great reviews. It says it's funny. It looks like it's going to be very, very much a family film. Very, very heavy on the comedy. It looks like it's trying to do a Thor Ragnarok, but I don't know. The people online are loving it. What do you guys think? I'm interested in seeing it. My expectations are low because it is a DC film. I mean, let's just be honest here. We're very honest on this channel. We keep it 100 all the time when it comes to these comic book movies. DC is just not it's not at the level of Marvel. It's not where I need it to be. Now, DC animation, hands down, kills it over Marvel all the time. I grew up being a Marvel girl, but I then found myself with the DC animation because, believe it or not, I kind of like the animation more than I like people. DC animation is like swaying me. I started falling in love with so many characters that I really wasn't paying attention to before. And I even used to say I can't stand Batman's butt, but I'm like warming up to Batman more and more. But yeah, what do you think about the early reviews for Shazam? Let's see. Kevin Feige came out in a recent article and said Captain Marvel will lead the MCU going forward. Like after, I guess, Avengers Endgame, she is the new face of the MCU, Captain Marvel, and she's going to lead these new Avengers and this next set of Avengers for their next, batch of movies. So that to me is, I don't know, ding dong went off, like flashing lights, alert, bells. We are assuming that some of them are dying, but to me, to me, that cements in my mind that we're losing our main people of Captain America, and Iron Man. Now, dying, or they're giving up the mantle to go live a normal life, whatever it may be, and that opens the door up for either, Bucky or Falcon to take up the role of Captain America. Do you think we'll see Riri as Iron Man? What does it mean that Captain Marvel is now the leader of the MCU? Let me know what you think in the comments. New news that came out regarding my favorite DC hero, The Flash. You follow my channel, you know Flash, #1 for DC comic book characters. Now, we know that this movie has been getting, pushback. Now, Ezra Miller, who played, Barry Allen in the Justice League movies, is trying to write the damn script, and he wants a darker version of the Flash. Ezra Miller, I was rooting for you. We all were rooting for you.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
I don't need your ass writing the script. Do the movies, okay? If you can't hold on, or if you need to write the script, which I don't think you need to do you not understand the character? Okay, take your ass back to Harry Potter and you do that, because I need you then to shut up, okay? Because, I mean, I'm sure he doesn't care about leaving because he does have that Harry Potter money, but it's like, if any movie in the DC universe needs to be lighthearted, fluffy, campy, fun, it's Barry freaking Allen. That guy is not a dark character. He's not a Batman. He's not brooding. He is fun. That's what I need from my Flash movie. That's how I felt you were in the Justice League movie. You were the comic relief. That's what I need you to be. Now, you want to write a script, that's fine. But if you're trying to take it down a dark Batman path, I'm not here for it. You're not going to do that for my character. Then you could boot your ass back and, go on to the Hogwarts Express and go to school, because I'm not here for it. Okay, I have no problem with actors writing scripts and he want to write the script, and I know he just wants the movie made because I want to see the damn movie. It's been years. Okay, we're getting all of these other movies before we get in this Flash solo film. But come on, man, you can't make him dark. You can't make it dark. You can't make it dark. I'm not here for it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And the last big story that I wanted to touch on and save it for last, because I wanted to keep it light for the first half of this Geek Chat, is the news that Disney has rehired James Gunn to direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He's back. What do you guys think of that? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so if you don't know, James Gunn was released from Disney because some old tweets of his were surfaced where he made some very inappropriate jokes regarding children and minors. And I didn't want to read the tweets, but I got the gist of it when this all first went down. And they were very disturbing, and so he was fired. Well, apparently, I don't know, he was rehired a few months ago, and the news is just now breaking. Now, has Disney rehired James Gunn because they are in their feelings and feeling some type of way about him doing Suicide Squad? Have they rehired him because they need Guardians of the Galaxy 3 out, and the new people that they tried to bring in, Vision, is not working? What is the reason that this guy is back? How do you feel that this guy is back? How do I personally feel that he's back? I mean, I was torn at first, and I'm like, no. I mean, yes, he should be gone. Those tweets. At first, I was like, okay. I was torn because I'm like, they're the older tweets. He apologized for those tweets. Do you give somebody a second chance when they've done or said something like that involving children? Do you give them the chance to evolve and grow and learn from their mistakes? Then I thought, okay, not to take it off topic a little bit, I'm like very hard on the whole R. Kelly situation, and I'm not giving him any chances. Why am I giving James Gunn a second chance? Even though they're completely separate. I mean, they're completely separate. James Gunn is not accused of, you know, hurting and being you know, having sex with little girls and minors and things like that. You know, he's not accused of running a sex cult and being abusive and anything. So they're two separate, but you know what I mean? It's like, how do I forgive one and don't forgive the other? I don't know. So I was very conflicted, and I'm like, okay, so he said these horrible things, even though he said it and there's no proof, no actions. He's not, like I said, a pedophile that we know of. So, you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, I mean, I agree. Maybe they should just went a different direction because of the brand that they are, because it's Disney, and Disney is all about kids and family and things like that, and those tweets not align with their values. So I understand why they fired him. I don't get why they brought him back. I don't know. Maybe I should go see the tweets myself to get a better understanding. But like I said, like I'm very hard on someone else and their crimes that deal with children. Why am I, you know, going to give a pass to this guy because I like comic books? You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's how I was dealing with it personally. If you're happy with the news, great. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's figure this out together, because like I said, I was very conflicted, and then I was like, no, you know what? Maybe they should have just stuck with their original decision and tried to make it work. But like I said, I really don't know the reasons behind him coming back. So what do you guys think? Am I way off base here? Am I, like, you know, missing something? Let me know in the comments. Like I said, it's very hard for me to read those tweets because I really didn't want to know what he said. And I'm like, the guy seemed cool. He apologized. And if that's their decision, that's their decision. They own the property. They could do whatever they want. So I said, I'm going to respect their decision when it first came out. They know what they want to do. They know what doesn't line up with their values. And that's it. Who am I? Whether I agree or not, they still made the decision. Now that he's back, I'm like, should I read the tweets and see if I agree with him being back or not? You know, I was very conflicted. I was like, oh, first I was like, oh, great, he's back. And then I was like, wait, but didn't he say some crazy stuff? Now I'm not happy. Now I'm just, I know, all weekend, back and forth, trying to figure it out without trying to read these tweets because I don't want to be grossed out. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. As always, I can't wait to discuss with you. And that's all I have for you for this Geek Chat session, this episode, if you will, of Geek Chat. So until next time, I am out of here. Big girl geek out. Peace. Hey, where are you going? You just watched a cool video. Subscribe.